hi-yo, hi-yo. Boatman dance, boatman sing, boatman do most anything. Never seen a pretty gal in my life, must have been that boatman's wife. Dance, boatman dance, dance, boatman dance. Dance all night till the broad daylight, come home to the gals in the morning. Hello, everybody. YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Today we got special presentation of gourd banjos. 2 of them, in fact. This was a fun build. Usually I like to build mountain banjos or, you know, regular round rim banjos, but this was a treat. These gourds, I got 2 of them. They came off of Etsy, and they were really cheap, so I didn't know what to expect. Nor did it say if they were big or small, so I just took a gamble. It was like $5 a gourd, which I don't know what the norm is, but that seems cheap. And this is what we got. Let me get the other one right here real quick. Yeah, check these guys out. Like brother and sister. Or brother and brother, because these are going to 2 brothers. These are going to my cousins, or my cousin's kids anyway. They want to get into banjo. Ever since I taught the mother how to play, all they've been doing is strum, strum, strum. So I was like, alright, it's time that they get their own banjo. Yeah. But since they're still very young, I decided to make it a... Hang on. I decided to make it a partial fret, at least up to the 5th fret. That way they can it'll help them get started. As long as they can learn 3 chords on these flush frets, then the rest is ancient history. Gosh, flush frets, or not flush frets, but fretless sound is just hard to beat. Well, let's see here. I'm going to put one of them down. I'll put this one down, actually. Because you guys saw that one. You haven't seen this one yet. There's really not much difference between the 2. They're pretty similar. The only difference is color of the neck. The necks are both made of red oak. The tuning pegs are made of walnut that I carved up. Let's see if I can get... There we go. And I didn't spend a whole lot of time on these tuners. I could have made them a little more finished looking, but they're going to a couple of little boys, so I don't think they're gonna give a damn. And of course the body is none other than the gourd. And the drum is goat hide that I actually found on Amazon by some weird chance. The way this banjo is put together, now before I go off, I'm going to say I got a lot of inspiration from Clifton Hicks. And if you don't know who he is, please check him out, because he is the old-time banjo guru. He goes beyond old-time, in fact. He'll teach you a whole lot of stuff you didn't know, didn't need to know, maybe didn't want to know, but shit, now you know. But, he made a video demonstrating how he did his, so I kind of based mine off of some of his design. For instance, how he puts the neck on is, there's a wooden dowel, I'll show you on the very end here. Yeah, an oak dowel that goes all the way through the body and into this part here about. And it comes out that end. And then to fasten the neck tighter, I just drove an oak wedge in here. Let's see if I can focus. I guess it doesn't matter, you can see that. And then an oak tailpiece, which just slides on, and then once you tighten the strings, it ain't coming off. This is a fun build. I've never built a gourd in my life, nor have I done a tack head, so I learned two things at once. And I'd have to say, this one is the first one I did. You can kind of see where I put it on a little tight when it was wet. So it kind of, when this dries, first of all, when you wet the skin, what happens is it becomes more flimsy so that it's easier to install on a banjo, but when it dries, it tightens. So because I put this on a little too tight, you can see where it kind of stressed the gourd and took away a lot of the levelness. And yeah, you see that crack, pressure crack. I just threw some Gorilla Glue in there, and it's holding up fine. After all, it's just a experiment and as a Christmas gift, you know, so who really cares? But if you look at this one, this is the second one I did. This time I tried easing off a little on the tension when it was still wet, the hide that is. And that, for the most part, kept its levelness, so I'm pretty stoked about that. You already played this one, so why don't we go ahead and play the other one, see how it sounds. Let's see, let's try the same song. Hi-oh, the boatman roll, floating on the river on the Ohio. Hi-oh, the boatman roll, floating on the river on the Ohio. Boatman dance, boatman sing, boatman do just anything. Never seen a pretty gal in my life, just to be that boatman's wife. Dance, boatman dance, dance, boatman dance. Dance all night till the broad daylight, come home to the gals in the morning. There's my invisible hat flip for y'all. But that's pretty much it. All there is to it. I'm going to be building a lot more banjos in the future. Well, it's midnight here in Washington, good old Washington. I'm losing my thoughts, my mind. I'm just turning to mush right now. So I'm gonna tune out, but you guys have a happy new year. More banjo vids coming soon, and more skate videos coming soon. Now that I got a decent camera and a mic, instead of a phone that wants to stop recording whenever it wants, or cut the sound off whenever it wants, I could actually get back into videos. I cannot wait. Take it easy.